welcome to A Song a Week with Hatori. That is me. I have already written this song, recorded it, and then my computer crashed, and here I am starting from scratch again. So, this is actually round 2 of trying to write this song. Also, I lost everything just hours before I was supposed to meet with Jeremy. And then that same evening, I went to the urgent care because I had an earache. Turns out I have a double ear infection, ruptured both of my eardrums, had all kinds of stuff coming out of both sides. Am on an antibiotic. That wasn't working. They added another antibiotic. And I think finally things are starting to clear up, but I definitely can't hear a lot. So bear with me. And especially if my voice is sounding a little weird, I think I've subconsciously changed the way that I talk because it feels like I am talking to a wall. I can't really hear any of the room sounds, ambient sounds, no reflective sounds at all. So, forgive me. Anyway, let's just bust this out and get this done. How about that? So I had been writing these lyrics throughout the week, and it's just the idea of like disruption, rocking the boat, all that. And I have also been listening to a lot of Ella Fitzgerald, and I was feeling a little jazzy, and so I think I'm going to try my best. And I do not have a jazz background. I love jazz music. I do not understand it. It is way out of my wheelhouse of skills, but I would like to try to use whatever jazz influence that I do have in the song. And the song specifically that I'm thinking of is Crimea River and or Black Coffee. Love those two songs. Something along those lines. Okay, so I called this one Still Water. I also wanted to write a haunting song about women being silenced. When I was writing this, it felt very much like, okay, the women that were killed and murdered and silenced and looked over and who suffered and then buried and forgotten about. I wanted to write a song that satirically emphasizes the culture that made that even possible in the worst way. Like what kind of culture, what kind of belief systems, what kind of like overall worldview had to be accepted in society for so many people to be treated so poorly for such a long time. And I wanted to explore that. So I called this one Stillwater. I did start with just this very slow, very haunting and simple melody line. And I wrote the piano part, and then I was like, I guess I'm just gonna sing and play and see what happens. I didn't really write lyrics beforehand. I just half improvised and then wrote and expanded as I went. And the visual that I had was a very still, stagnant lake. That is what I kind of went off of. So the visuals are very much in nature. I'm not going to say more about that. I also sang it in a way that I don't normally sing it. And I pronounced things and enunciated things in the way that maybe an old jazz singer would have done. It's not very characteristic of me, but I wanted to see what that would be like. So yeah, here we go.
Stagnant still paradise, crystal clear, undisturbed, a bed that sleeps those who can wake, who will speak for you, my dear. Hollowed out trunk of a tree, floating so blissfully. What did you used to be? Are you happy to be free? The deep does not forget. The deep waits to be stirred. The deep breathes disease from the bodies submerged. They say, don't make waves, don't rock the boat, don't mark the graves, don't let them flow. You keep the water still round here. Don't throw that stone, don't say that name, don't you forget you're just as much to blame. We keep the water still round here. What a strange tune the birds are singing. It carries so far across the lake. What a strange melody they repeat, like the voice of a woman long ago. The deep does not forget. The deep waits to be stirred. The deep breathes disease from the bodies submerged. They say, don't make waves, don't rock the boat, don't mark the graves, don't let them flow. We keep the water still around here. Don't throw that stone, don't say that name, don't you forget you're just as much to blame. We keep the water still round here. We keep the water still, so still. No, 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 no. No, 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 no,
So, weird, but it was a good exercise for me to try different vocal style, completely different style. I enjoyed it. I might do more with it actually.
I think that there's a lot of room to modernize the sound, and maybe that will be good, maybe that will harm it, I don't know. But there's lots of room for vocal changes and layers and harmonies and little decorative things, so that could be fun to explore. Let me know what you think. Cool. That's all. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week.